Here, what's up with y'all? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Cool. Thank you very much. I'll do my best. Oh, can you see me? Am I still here? Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. I was just checking. Had to change my phone around a little bit. Where are you from? Oh, from Canada. Thank you. Hey, Canada. Love it. How's it out there? How is Canada? Is it cold out there? Is it snowing right now for y'all? Ooh, yeah, it's cold right now for us. It's not normally cold, but it's cold today. We snowed yesterday, so I'm pretty much snowed in. So I'm just seeing how many people we probably get in here, and then I'll start telling a little bit about myself. I'm from Delaware, Dover, Delaware. I don't know if you know the first state of America. It's in Delaware. That's where I'm originally from. That's where I'm at now as well. Who else we got in this room? I can't see it. It don't let me know. My laptop acting kind of whack. Oh, 3 people. We got 5. Okay, we growing. Hey, Miss Jones. What's up with you? Noonie. Hey now. So I thought maybe I should have probably put some notes down to kind of tell y'all, kind of like get to the points of like how I even got into this. I figured we'll just do it with 3. I don't really care if we have 1 or 2 people. You got Alex, okay, from Virginia. Where's that at? Where's Alex? Where is Alex at in Virginia? Ooh. Let me see something. Okay, DMV. Oh, okay, that's not bad. I've never been in that part. Oh, Alexandria. Oh, yeah. I'm tripping. Oh, okay. Hey, Becky. Hey. Yup. Is it expensive out there in Alexandria? Is that the part near? It's right outside DC? Are you guys allowed to grow out there the legal marijuana? That's what I was just wondering. Yo, they got these messages on a delay. Becca. Okay, my bad. I ain't gonna call you Becky. My bad. Oh, okay. Now, is it expensive to live in the area? Lori Mo, what's up with it? Hey, is it expensive to live in Alexandria? Oh, okay. Ooh. All right, well, won't be moving to Alexandria. I'm a frugal spender. Unless I'm like Jeff Bezos, then I'm buying everything. Yeah. Terry, what's up with it? Hey, so anyway, let me just go ahead and just start telling you a little bit about how I got into tarot. You know what I mean? We got enough people. 4 is good for me. So, basically what happened was when I first got into it, listen, So I'm a Capricorn. I really didn't care too much about like astrology or none of that. And the only reason I ever knew that I was even a Capricorn is from like back when I used to date this girl in like my teens and stuff. You know what I mean? So anyway, the girl, she she told me what my sign was, and that was that. So I ended up dating a Leo girl, maybe like 6 years ago, about 5, 6 years ago, right? And so it was just like, you know how we do like traditional situationships that we were doing before, right? Anyway, I was, things were going okay, but me, I had a larger appetite for wanting to do other things outside of, just being honest back then, right? So I went on YouTube and I started looking for how to get this other Leo girl, right? So I was just wondering, like, all right, let me just look. I don't know what made me go check astrology and see how to like, I guess lure her in or whatever. So I go look. They tell me like the basic stuff that I kind of already was doing anyway. So I was like, oh, all right. And I never thought nothing of it. Yeah, pretty much, dog. Yeah, pretty much. Back then, yeah, I was pretty dishonorable. But so anyway, thank you. So I pretty much what I do. Oh, so I looked on there. They gave me some information that wasn't worth pretty much nothing to me. So I didn't think nothing of it. I let it be. But after you watch something on YouTube, they always send it down your timeline, even if you're not really looking into it anymore. Hey, Jazz, what's up with you? And so they sent me down some like tarot readings and stuff, and I was like, tarot? I don't care about no tarot. So I didn't even pay attention to it. So like down the line, maybe like 3 months after that, I just stopped talking to her. Yep, thank you, Becca. So I just stopped talking to her or whatever, right? And I was looking because I was like working out and stuff back then. I was doing like the workout. Thank you, Untold Truth Tarot. Thank you. So I was doing like the workout thing or whatever, and they sent this tarot reading down my timeline, like with my workout stuff and all that, and like the cards and all the stuff I was looking at, and I was thinking, But the storyline was, I forgot what it was, but it was this girl. Her name was I think her name was Carol's Corner. I think that was her name. It was a black UK lady, I believe. Yep. Thank you, Jazz. So I watched the video, and you know what I mean? Anyway, this lady was telling the whole story. So I was like, oh snap, what's going on here? How's she doing that? So now, me, I'm like an investigator. I'm a researcher. So if I see something and it doesn't make quite sense to me, now I gotta look. So now if I gotta look, I'm gonna get really in depth in it. So I get really in depth in it. So I watch it for a second, and then I watched the whole video. Cause I was like, dang, she's really good. She's putting it down right about now. And so after she does the reading, I was like, dang. And at first it was like, cause we were like, matter of fact, I skipped the part. I hadn't even stopped talking to her. I just had like left for a little bit because I was living in Colorado at the same time. So when I was in Colorado, it came through and I watched it. And it was like, yeah, you guys were probably about to separate, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And they basically was just talking about like how I don't care about her and all that stuff. And I didn't. I wasn't that honest. It was terrible. But anyway, after that all happened or whatever, right? They, she tells the story. I watch the story go by. The situation plays out just like she said it would, right? Thank you, Cheryl. The situation plays out just like I thought it would, right? And then, or just like she said it would. And so that's what made me go look again. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, oh, snap. Let me go, let me go see what's going on. And then somehow this lady kept standing with the story. And so after you watch one, they start sending a bunch of them. So now I'm seeing like other people coming through. I'm like, oh, what are they talking about? And it's like different stories. Now they're showing my side of the story. And they're showing like the other determining factors. And now I'm really curious because I'm like, well, what's going on here? How they know something that I don't know. You know what I mean? I need to be in the know. So I start doing the research, right? And, it's funny how like initially my whole intent was for lust. I had no intent on coming and helping anybody else. It was for selfish gains from the rip. But it's funny how spirit will work it in for you anyway, because, now here I am doing this to help other people. And that was not my sole intent when I got into it. I was in there to try to get what I could get and be on my way. So that was it. But once I started doing the research on it, I started getting some research on it, and then someone led me to finding my birth chart. I didn't know anything about a birth chart. I didn't even know that we were more than just our sun sign. I didn't understand anything about that. So yeah, definitely self-awareness for sure, Jazz. So after I did the the research on like my birth chart, I started noticing, oh snap, these are your talents, these are your weaknesses, this is what you're prone to do. So now it becomes important to me because they were pointing out my real flaws and things that I really wasn't aware of. It's like before I found my birth chart, it was like being on autopilot, and now that I know what I'm looking at and understand what's going on, now I can be more aware of like my conscious behaviors or my subconscious behaviors, where I'm just kind of just doing what I normally would do because it's what I know and what I'm comfortable doing. Things have changed. So, I do the studying. Thank you, Stella. So I do my research on my birth chart, get that down, and they're like, hey, you're prone to being very good at astrology, very prone to being yeah, I definitely grew. That card, woo. I ain't gonna tell y'all the whole story because she waxed me. I ain't gonna lie about that. She got me before I got her. So yeah, so karma definitely is real, but it is what it is. I learned that lesson. So anyway, it said that I'm prone to like knowing a bunch of occult stuff naturally, which I do. It just kind of comes in naturally, and I've always known this stuff since like a kid. Like I would like predict deaths, not like predict them on purpose, but like I would dream about them and they would come. People get pregnant, I would know. Some situation happens behind me, I know. But I wouldn't understand why I know. And so before I was getting that inclination or that feeling of like what my intuition was, I just thought I was crazy. That's really all it was. I just thought I was crazy. To be able to understand the cards, to be able to understand astrology, I just thought I was crazy. So for like 3-4 years, I was just like tripping because I'm watching tarot secretly. I'm watching, from the SAG, definitely. I got a lot of SAG in my chart. But Becky, we're friends on CoStar. But it started going crazy for me because I was like, I'm keeping this all secret because at this time I'm like in the streets, I'm still hanging out, I'm still doing what I was doing, and so I really was just feeling weird because I'm not fitting in with everybody no more, because now I'm starting to see like the toxicity of what we're doing, and I'm seeing the toxicity of how we're thinking and how we're treating people, and all of a sudden it became clear I don't fit here anymore. It's time to grow. It's time to go. And so I did. But it was still a scary moment because, I've always done this. Like I was in the streets for like, from when I was 15 to, it's under my same name, Jazz. Same name. So when I was like 15 till like 33, 4, you know what I mean? Yeah, like 33, like basically half my life. More than half my life, you know what I'm saying? Yo, CoStar is a beast. It be calling you out for sure. I be loving that app because they always catch me. They hella accurate. They be doing their thing. So, where was I at? So basically, dang, I forgot where I was at. Yo, look. When I be doing the readings and I be spacing out, any little idea or little thought that comes into my mind, shoot, I'm off to the next race. And I'm like, I forgot where we was at. And I'll get lost in my own thoughts, like lost in translation. I just can't help it. You know what I mean? I got you, Jazz. I'll add you when I get done with this. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you, big dog. Hey, so, so I got out of there. Boom. So the first tarot reading I ever got, like in person, I paid for a tarot reading, right? I paid this girl. She's a friend of mine. I gave her, I paid her like $25, right, to give me a reading on the Leo girl. Because I was pressed, boy. You hear me? I was pressed. So, you know what I mean? Because really what I wanted was Brooklyn Brunda, yeah, what's up with you, baby? Thank you. So, I was pressed, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I was trying to figure out, like, how I get her back so I can smash her again. Like, you know what I mean? So I could wax her because she got me and she dipped out before I could get her back. And, me, I was petty back then. I really wanted that get back. Like, You don't get to get me, I get you. You know what I mean? But that was like an old way of being. It was kind of it was definitely toxic. Yo, y'all had to know me before. I was a terrible guy. You know what I mean? And I was fasading like I was like a cool dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean I was cool, but you know what I mean? I was like, oh, it's just one of those people you were like, oh, I want to hurt him. You know what I mean? And so I definitely understand why a lot of people feel how they feel about me. You know what I mean? And you know, I just do my best to change that perspective and do my best to rectify those situations because we're not perfect. You know what I mean? And that's all you can really do in the end. People either forgive you or they don't. You know, and that's it. But as long as you did your best, you have no reason to guilt or shame yourself after that. And so I learned that lesson. Hey, yo, you know what I was thinking too, before I go too far real quick? Yo, I was thinking about just going live and start just doing my readings this way instead of like posting the videos, because that should be ticking me off. You know what I mean? Like posting my videos or like uploading them, it take forever. You know, and then I gotta create a title and all that. Whereas if I just do it live, I just like, boom, we're here. And then I can just stream it, or I could just put it into like video form. You know what I mean? That's because of the way the male ones are set up. What you mean, Becky? How? I mean, Becca, how? How are we set up? That Sagittarius energy, that out of here before we even think about it, that impulsiveness. And then, and listen, so coming back behavior, that FOMO, that's a Sagittarius behavior. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, I like to keep it real. That's it, and that's where I be at with it with a lot of people. Like, I like to be honest about things, you know, and I like other people to be honest with me because it makes it way more easier. You know what I'm saying? It makes it way more easier to see who you're dealing with. You know, that way you can move. Cause I want you to be able to feel just as safe as I do in any relationship, friendship, work, love, or life, whatever the case may be. I like our friendships. You know, thank you, Grumpy. Yeah, definitely. Yo, I draw a lot of people in. I already know it's a natural ability I have. You know, but what? Damn, yo, listen. If I keep reading these comments, I'm gonna get lost. So, where was I at? Damn, where was I at? Where was I at? Okay, anyway. So anyway, I paid that girl for the reading, right? I paid this girl for the reading, and she she was doing a reading with the book, right? So she had the cards, but she was still like reading because she didn't really know the definitions. And you know, I'm not knocking her for that because it was cool because I paid for it still, and the reading was still accurate. You know, so I was like, all right, it is what it is. I never had a tarot reading before. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not something that you could talk about with the homies. Like, yo, man, I'm gonna get a tarot reading. You know what I mean? They ain't with that shit. I'm like, bro, come on, what you want? Yeah, facts. Yeah, I always get what I want. Yeah, I've noticed that. I always get what I want, but it don't always be what I think it's going to be, and that's annoying. So a lot of times I'm like, I don't even want anything because it don't always be what I want. Even like work, love, or life, it don't just be relationships. It be pretty much anything. I think it looks really good, and then I'm like, it's not that great, and then I'm out, on to the next experience. You know, so like I quit jobs quick. I'm out of here. If I don't like this, if I don't like a relationship or I don't like the dynamic or something, I'm gone. You know what I mean? Now, if things don't go right in the initial stages when I leave, then I'll be kind of like, dang, did I mess up? Did I miss out? That's when that FOMO comes in. Hey, thank you, T. Thank you. You know, but outside of that, I don't really care about it. Once I leave, I'm gone. That's it. Thank you. Yeah. I do. I have Gemini in the 10th house. No, not my 10th house. I have Gemini in my 12th house. 12th house. Pisces in the 10th. Pisces in the 10th. So, yeah, yo, what else? Yeah, definitely don't chase them. That's for sure. I'm cool. Yeah. That's right, Becca. Becca, where you from? House of Karma? What's that? What is House of Karma? Oh, 12th house. Oh, you talking about 12th house. Yeah. Yeah, Gemini in that. Yep. And I got Gemini and I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I got Gemini and Sharon. Yeah, it is in the 12th house. In Sharon in the 12th house. Oh, from Boston. Oh, okay. So you got that hard Boston accent. Okay, yep. 12th house is the house of karma. Okay, well, yeah, that's where it is. Okay, so that's why my Sharon is there too. Oh, good grief. You just schooled me on something. Huh. Thank you. Okay. Now I got to do a little bit more studying on something because you just kind of opened me up for something. I appreciate you. Ha! Like a mob wife. I believe it. I know y'all got them hard accents out there. Yeah, I love accents though. People with accents. You have a North Node in Gemini. Mm. And so, what does that entail for you with the North Node in Gemini? That's more about like testing your curiosities and going out and exploring. Like, are you meant to connect with people, be more social? Oh yeah, Jazz, you're definitely a narcissist, definitely. And it's not even intentional. It's just how y'all were taught to be. Because my daughter, she's a Leo, and I be thinking like, yo, how do you not care about people the way that you act? You know, and it's not intentional. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how she is. And so, you know, I'd be really having to call attention to her and let her know, like, yo, Slim, you can't be treating people like that. You want people to be here for you. Why would you treat them like that? And normally, the only people who stay with her or be around her are people who think that she's cooler than them or think that she holds more value than them. You know, and so, I mean, not saying that's how all Leos are, but just in the beginning stages. My bad, yo. I got Leo placements too. I'm just saying that like that's just how it starts off. Yeah, definitely, Brooklyn, definitely. Look up your birth chart. It's gonna help you out. You know what I mean? Like it took me a while. Hey, Casey, took me a while to figure it out myself. You know what I mean? But that's what I was thinking. Look, I'll go live with y'all sometimes, and I figure we just bust it out with this astrology, help out with our birth charts. Leo, Mercury, no, Virgo, Hey, you know, I've always noticed that a lot of Leos had that Venus and Virgo. You know, and that's like, actually, I like that placement. That Virgo energy is a dope energy for me because it's like really harmonious, really relaxed. Between that and the Libra energy, those two energies is like they really fit with me. You know, and Gemini energy does too. It kind of reminds me of my mom because my mom's a Gemini. You know, yeah, well, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot to astrology. That's why I don't even pretend like I know it all. You know, I know some. I know a lot that I've done like in the 5 years that I've been studying on it, but I don't know everything. You know, I know a good amount. I know enough to be like, okay, what you talking about, and you ain't lose me. And then if the stuff I don't understand, I just go research it and get clear on it. You feel me? Ain't nothing to it. That's all it really is. It's just more about self-discovery, and then the more that we share back and forth about what we know and what we understand, it is Virgo. And yeah, Virgo. Listen. Virgo low key is a crazy sign, you know, because they're like very critical, you know, very critical. They like very demanding, very like, but they're, you know, they don't do it intentionally. You know, every sign doesn't do what they do intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tiffany, yeah, what's up with it? Glad y'all here. Thanks for joining me. So yeah. What was I saying? People say Sun and Venus is bad, but I think it's perfect because Brennan's best of the best, and for Leo to have it, it's iconic. No. Yeah, Venus is acts of service. You know what I mean? And listen. You add that with a Leo because y'all are already charming and already naturally giving and caring about people. And so you know what y'all caring about family, and then you add the Virgo in there with the that acts of service. It's almost like a ploy to like catch a master scoundrel. Gotta watch y'all. You know, because they'll get real comfortable. Yeah, it's my birthday today, Tiff. Thank you. Y'all, 1986, y'all. 36 today. It's a year 9 for me. Self-realization. Yep. And this is my first house. It's a first year, perfection year again for me. My first house. So we're gonna see what's shaking and baking with that, what I can make of it. Leo, Sun, Virgo, Cusp, Taurus, Moon, Gemini, Rising, and Virgo and Venus. Oh, okay. See, okay, so y'all always keep that. Normally, that's why I always learn about Venus signs. It's usually always 2 signs away from your sun sign, either backwards or forwards. You know, so that's something I learned about too. Thank you, Ocean. Thank you. Scorpio rising too. Don't mess with me. See, I'm a Scorpio Mars, not Scorpio rising. Yeah, you know, a lot of times they don't want to subscribe back. You know what I learned about tarot and pretty much anything when you're being competitive. I mean, for some reason I don't know why it's competitive, but for some reason it'd be competitive. You know, and you know, I figure like we're all doing the same thing with an intent to get us all to do one thing, where that way we don't have to really worry about status. You know, that was the old way of doing things. We're no longer worried about status. Now it's like if I have information, I want to share it with you so that your life can be better. So that in the end, it's going to come back around and you're going to make my life better. You know, I don't know. You definitely the worst person. Man, I don't know about you being the worst person to test. You look like a softie, Jazz. No, I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Hey, thank you, Shivani. Yeah, basically, am psychic, pretty much. You got that down. Yo, I guess these comments is kind of delayed. I don't know why. I'm gonna try to fix them up. I'll try to fix it next go around. Let me see if I got. Nope. It ain't letting me change it so that I can see it because it'd be delaying y'all messages. Like it take me a minute to get them. It said I didn't have to delay them, but I guess it takes. Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you. So oh wait, so let me finish telling you about, because look, I get scatterbrained and I go over here and I go over there. So anyway, let me finish telling you about this reading. So boom. Yeah, I know you could be an angel or you could be a demon. It's both sides of it. So I started doing tarot back in 2019, right? So all right, I'm gonna tell you that story too, because there's a bunch of stories about how all this got into play, right? Thank you. Hey, so thank you. I will keep doing a great job. Yep, definitely check out that wish list. It's my birthday. You heard me? Hey, so look, so she did the reading. Boom. Right when she do the reading, I was like, yeah, it's great. The reading is good. Thank you, Meg. I do the reading. The reading was cool. I pay her. Then, you know, what we talk a little bit. And she's like, hey, so look, you know, you should get into it. You understand astrology and this, that, and the third. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so I just get a deck. You know what I mean? She suggested I get a deck. I bought a deck. Now, I was always told that in order to be a reader, someone needs to gift you your first deck. But that ain't happened for me. So that was that. But anyway, I went and bought the deck. My first deck was this one. The Right Away deck, right? That was the first one. First ever, right? And so I got the deck that day, and that day was when it went to hell that day. Like I crashed my car, caused like $13,000 worth of damage on the truck, and it was a rental because they were fixing my truck, fixing my car. So I had to have my insurance pay for that. Great thing I had full coverage, but I ended up crashing the truck, tore up like the whole left side of it. It was terrible, you know what I mean? And anyway, after I get into this situation, I crashed the truck or whatnot, right? You know, I go back in the house, I'm thinking, dang, these cards did it. I know it's these cards. You know, because I grew up in a highly religious family. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, we grew up in a religion that was like kind of like the Seventh-day Adventist, but they call it, it's like Pentecostal, but it's not. It was, it wasn't Pentecostal. Apostolic. That's what it was called. Apostolic. I don't know if y'all know what that is. But if you ever seen Geno Jennings on TV in Philly, it's kind of similar to that, you know, but we're just a little bit more stricter than that. Like they won't even want you watching TV. So like in my childhood years, I didn't grow up watching TV or none of that stuff, you know what I mean? But anyway, the girl told me to do the readings. I do the readings, right? You know what I mean? And I get the cards. Stuff doesn't play out because of my background. I'm thinking, oh no, it must be the devil. Things are going wrong. I'm tripping out. You know what I mean? So I just put them to the side for a little bit. When 2020 came, they wear white. No, they don't wear white. Well, in Geno Jennings, they wear white, but they don't. My family, they didn't wear white. They wore like dark blue. The males wore like a dark blue, and like they would have long sleeve shirts, kind of like the Amish. Like if you ever seen Amish people, or Amish people is usually like a Philadelphia and Delaware thing. You know what I mean? You feel me? You feel me, Tabby? I thought it was the cards. I said, dang, the devil trying to get me. I was, you know what I mean? I almost wanted to repent. I was like, damn, I'm tripping out. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, you went to school in Barbados? Dang, you had a great life. You experienced, yeah, Sagittarius and you all that traveling. So, after I, oh, okay. So what happened? What's that? I'm a single, all woman, pull around, turn, I don't do tarot. I thought I was pretty. We definitely are. Yeah, what was I saying? Confused me. Oh, so anyway, after do the readings or whatever. You know, I'm practicing them. So when Corona kicked in, that's when I started messing with them. Yeah, they're like Mormons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they're like Mormons or whatever. So after Corona kicks in, right? You know, I'm still doing whatever I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to figure out to do something different because now it's kicking into me like, yo, you can't keep doing what you're doing because this ain't even you. You know what I mean? The real you is like dying to come out right now. So, you know, time to, you know, man up, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And so, okay, Bajan. Was it Bahan or Bajan? True, it really does have Christian origins. I noticed that. I did the research up on that as well. I can't think of his first name now, but I did the research up on the artist and the illustrator that did the first initial cards. You know, and I was learning how the men were doing. You know, when it first was coming around, men were the ones mostly messing with the cards. You know, they would go to card houses. And I don't know. It might be a channeler. You might be a channeler. You know how you'll know if you're a channeler? Get out and do it. That's it. That's what I learned. Everything happens when you get out and do it. Exactly. Everyone has access to it. Yep. So look, after I, you know, so during the 2020, you know, I'm trying to figure out what to do. So now I start practicing with the cards. So I was staying with my homeboy. Do you ever try to read for yourself? Because boy, when I read for myself, it makes me mentally go blank. Sometimes it does. You know, only time it makes me go blank is when I really want to know an answer. Like if I'm just reading it and I just read them, then it's all good. But like if I really need to know an answer to something, it's not going to play that way. I won't get the clarity I need. So a lot of times if there's a question I want to ask, I just come and do a reading for all of us, and then I pick a pile, and it works better that way. You know what I mean? So that's something I've done for myself as well. Or when I do the zodiac readings, I don't really be knowing what I'm doing or what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm saying while I'm saying them. So I go back and watch them, and I'm like, that fit for me. You know what I mean? That was right for me. So a lot of times, like I just check my placements. I don't know if you guys know anything about checking your placements or how to check your placements. I was going to do a video on like when you watch readings, how to know like what placement to watch. You know what I mean? And like what part of the story is giving you from what aspect you're watching it from. You get what I'm saying? Like that's important. Because sometimes you be watching your Mars, and that has to do maybe sometimes with the way that you're going about handling things, like how you're asserting yourself into the world, or your desires, like how it's coming about, how it's coming along, or how you're going about achieving these things. You know, or your Venus could be about you in business, or how you're finding comfort in the world around you. You know, also kind of how you're relating to other people, which is sort of similar to your moon sign. You know, so like if you want to know the aspect, yeah, that would be dope, right? Okay, I thought so too. So cool, I'm gonna be doing that too. But like, yo, your moon sign, because this is part of like the astrology part that I'm kind of like putting into it. Like I know after I do this, like after I talk about this, because every time I do it, it always happens. But after I talk about this, we're gonna see people putting videos up about this. So I guess I gotta move fast. Anyway, where was I going with this? All right, so boom. So yeah, placement videos. Yeah. I got y'all. So yeah, so y'all be into astrology too, like that then, because that's what I've been wanting to do is like work with the astrology. Like I'm good with the cards, but there's like a bigger message that I'm really trying to put onto like, you know, get out to everyone, because it's like a bigger message of like how it's all connected and like how we're all connected as like a whole. Like every person that you encounter, every situation that you encounter is like a sensei. You know, they're getting you ready for the next stage and the next step up. You know, so sometimes it's like me and my homeboy, we be joking a lot, and you know, he's got a lot of Sagittarius placements as well. So we talked about how life is like, okay, well, I'll link them together. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna link them together with what I got going on. And yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to give y'all the bigger message. I can see it. It's just trying to pull it down. You know what I mean? It's like trying to pull the energy out of the reefers. Like, come on now. Definitely Sag. Yeah. Big Sag. I know. And Vedic Sidereal, I'm a Sagittarius. So, you know, I've been looking up into all these things. Even the Hellenistic calendar. I was just trying to figure it all out to try to get a well-roundedness of it. Because all of them are connected. We're just seeing, it's like for instance, we're looking at this can. Where you guys can see this part right here, I can see, you know, where the barcode is. You can't see that from this angle. So that's why it can always be valid in any which way, because we're all looking at it from different angles, looking at the same box. You're just giving me the details of that corner of the box. I'm giving you the details of this corner of the box. And if we put it together, it makes clear sense of what we're looking at as a whole. You know, so that's kind of what what astrology, numerology, and tarot is doing, like how I'm showing it. Oh, Moon and Sag. Okay, so you get me, Jazz. You get me. But you're a Capricorn, yeah. So you're a Capricorn right now, and Capricorn Moon, and Western astrology. Okay. Yeah. Hey, y'all make sure y'all add me on CoStar too. Hey, did y'all got Pattern? Y'all know about Pattern? You know what I mean? I'll be shouting these companies out like they know me. Anyway, this app called Pattern is pretty fire. So like if you're just beginning astrology, you can just get on there and check them out. I'm on there, same name. Thank you. I do my best. You know that's part of it too. So whenever you're doing, like whenever you guys are on doing pick a readings, then you got your Capricorn in the 10th house too, in its home. Okay, dang. Oh yeah, I use so I got Astro Matrix. I use passages. I use time. It's called time passages. I use it's another one. I forgot what it is. I got like 6 of them. It's LEOINDA 3RD house. It's gonna be the same way on there. But Pattern, Astromix, it's another one. Nebula, CoStar, time passages. Yeah, time passages that work. That did a lot of like breaking down for me, and then it helped me go do more research on what it was I needed to do and what I needed to understand. You know, it made it a lot more clear for me. Yeah, that's my name on all the apps. Yep, Leo in the 3rd house. Yep. Yeah. What? Oh, dang, I got lost with that video. So yeah, find me. If not, just comment down what yours is, and I'll find you on there. You know what I mean? I'll find you all on there, because what I've been doing, so like, yo, since I've been like into astrology and I've been letting people know, see, I don't know too much about Chinese astrology, but I assume that it doesn't go by generations. You know what I mean? Because I was told we was like in the year of the tiger. My real name? Oh, no, it's not Noonie. Nah, my real name is Bernard. You know, in North Carolina, I'd be Duran, you know, because my dad's name is Bernard. They call him Bernard. So I'm Bernard. You know, people just call me Nard, Noonie, Mac, you know. Some call me B, but you know, you only call me Bernard if we're not really cool, you know what I mean, or you don't really know me. Where Noonie came from my daughter's mom's niece, my daughter's cousin. So when she was very little, before I had my child, I used to be around my daughter's mom a lot and her family and her sister's child. You know, all the kids love me. So I guess for some reason she couldn't pronounce my name, so she would always call me Noonie. You know what I mean? And they was like, why you call him Noonie? And she's like, And so I thought it was funny, and so I just rocked with it. I was like, hey. So this happened way back in like 2010. She was calling me Noonie. And so I just rocked with it, and then people just started calling me Noonie as a nickname. You know what I mean? So that's how I just kind of carried it. I just let it rock. You know, I'm pretty easygoing. I don't cry about a lot of stuff. I just get it done. I don't know. You know, so, you know, she called me Noonie, and that's how I carried it. I just carried it on for this. So I've been Noonie for about 10 years now. You know what I mean? What else I wanted to tell y'all? Because I wanted to get like really clear this up about this tarot, like how I got into it. So I got in there doing the research and all that good stuff. Yeah, how could you tell I was an earth sign, Tiffany? How could you tell? I'm too laid back. I'm really relaxed, really chilled. You know, so yeah, 86 is tight. Yeah, right. That's what I was told. It's other elements, year for year is different. So 86, yeah, yup, 86. I'm 86 year of the tiger. Y'all are. I get lost. As soon as y'all start talking, I'm like, Sagittarius energy. Yup. Yeah, thank you, Tiff. I definitely do my best to just be chilled, relaxed, you know, not letting anything take me out my cool. You feel me? So where was I with it? So yeah, so I do the reading. You know what I mean? I'm learning how to do the reading while during Corona. So my friend, she would come over, right? Real dry humor. She would let me come over. So you know, during Corona, it was like you're supposed to quarantine. So I was just going to my friend's house every day, the same friend. You know, because that's me. I'm, you know, earth sign. I just keep doing the same stuff over and over because it provides a level of stability and comfort and safety to me. You know what I mean? So I would just keep going over there with her. It would be her and this other girl who was a Virgo. So my friend was a Capricorn, and the girl that would be over there with her was a Virgo. And you know, I was kind of sweet on the Virgo girl too. So, you know, I was going over there to go visit him, and I'd be over here doing these free readings because I'm trying to build up my skill and understand the cards more and just get a, you know, connection going. You know what I mean? So I was showing up over there doing the readings, and we're doing this like every day for like 90 days. You know, I'm giving them like 4 or 5 readings a day. You know what I mean? And then they would tell other people, yo, he could read cards. He could read cards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got all that. I got all that. I got all that mysticism in me. Sag, Scorpio, and Pisces. Yup. In the 9th house. Okay, so in higher education, higher knowing, higher knowledge. Yeah, that corona came through and did a lot for a lot of people. Like I met a lot of people. Like right now, the reason I really even put myself out here so other people could see me was because I know a lot of people were going through like spiritual awakenings. It's like I met a couple friends who I knew from the streets who were like going through spiritual awakenings, and they would like call me to the side and be like, yo, I'm having like this situation, like, you know what I mean? And they would like explain it to me, and I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know what happened. Same thing happened to me. You know what I mean? And so, you know, they would just like start connecting with me and telling me what's going on. And so, you know, we would talk about that or whatever. And so I really just put myself out here to do it this way because I know it's a bunch of people like me who are like maybe ashamed or like, you know, they just been holding on to like you know, the past programming of how other people see them. Like it really bothers other people how other people see them. And, you know, that used to be me in my younger years, in my younger area, you know, in my youth, you know, I used to, well, I'm still young. So, but when I was a little bit less emotionally mature, I worried a lot about how other people would like see me, how other people would view me. And, you know, before, yeah, it happened. Either we're getting trapped in what was happening, I found a way. And that's a fact. I definitely, yup, that's a fact. Most people went through a spirituality. And that's what, you know, I mean, before Corona came, I was already in it. But Corona just allowed me to be like, you know what? I'm just going to embrace this. I ain't going to keep hiding and faking, you know what I mean? So I just went all the way in, you know what I mean? I was doing it. And like some of my homies I was hanging with, it was kind of jealous. You know, they wasn't really, you know, messing with me like that. It was like, you know, you just doing it for the girls. You just trying to get acknowledgement. You know what I mean? And at the time when I was doing, like when I first started the channel, I had a girlfriend at the time, right? And so she was always saying, Age of Aquarius, and yep, facts, Age of Aquarius right about now. So I had a girlfriend at the time. She was always saying, like, what you be doing just to get views, just to get looks? You just want attention, or are you really trying to make a difference? And I was like, oh, I'm really trying to make a difference out here just by being me. But that's what it was all about. It was just here to try to like inspire other people to take a risk. Take a risk on yourself. You don't gotta be the best. I'm not the best reader out here. I'm pretty good. I do well because I know what I'm doing, but I don't intend to be the, I mean, you know, I could be the best if I wanted to, but I'm not. I just want to be here and just inspire other people to just put themselves out. I don't, you know, I'm not here to try to beat anybody or, you know, best anybody. Just want to be better than who I've always been. You know, who I've always been was, you know, manipulative, sneaky, you know, conniving, you know, manipulative for sure, and controlling. Thank you. Thank you. What? Watch out for supporting each other the whole. Oh, just leave your page in the comments. Oh no, don't act like that, baby. All right, so anyway. Oh, tell Justin thank you. All right. So anyway, where was I at with that? So yeah, that was it. That was really why I put myself out there. Yeah, I don't mind doing more lives. I'm trying to get my MacBook, my little MacBook over here. This is my sister MacBook. It ain't acting right. So I'm trying to get it to I'm trying to update it. Help me on my path. Yo, so listen, definitely fire signs are definitely going to be the signs that initiate you pretty much into becoming super spiritual because they're the embodiment of spirit. You know what I mean? So everybody I've ever talked to who mentioned going through a spiritual awakening always had an interaction with a fire sign, be it an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You know something I did notice though, because what I learned more is like Sagittarius is controlling like people's lives and yeah, and lives in people's heads. That's a fact. You definitely do. You know, so first thing is Sagittarius is like the older fire sign. Like, have you guys ever seen the Avatar? Sagittarius would have been the uncle. He was the great uncle. That was the Sagittarius. You know, and the younger one, he was an Aries. And the older one, I mean, the younger one was a Leo, and the older one was an Aries. You know, that was like Fire Nation. Have you ever realized that or watched that? You accidentally threw him into one. Oh yeah. You definitely did. You probably did. Because, for one, Capricorns are earth signs in general. We always deny that we like to be loved. We don't want nobody to know that we want or we need love, as if we're not human. Someone once told me that I come off like a robot. She said, you're like a robot. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what to say with that. Aries rising. Okay, so you got it in you too. And then, we all have it. So even though I'm not a fire sun, when I come into other people's lives, I give them a spiritual awakening as well. So it's just that fire element itself is like the initiator. It's what gets you started. It gets that fire blowing within you to start looking and inquiring for other things. Yeah, we definitely be coming off cold, Jess. That's for sure. People be so upset, and it's not that we don't care. It's just that I don't know how to be over the top. I'm working on that. I'm doing my best. So, but yeah, sometimes it turns people off that, not being so, outgoing maybe. I am if I'm around close people. That's what Leo in the third house is. So I guess I should tell you about how that came about as well. So I came up with the name because that's where I found that it was like my talent. That was my gift. My gift is the way that I see myself in the world. And I see myself similar to a Leo. Outgoing, charismatic, warm, very loyal to my people. I care for the people who I care for. My people are my people. And I reserve the right to do them wrong. If anybody's going to do them wrong, it's going to be me. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else going to do them wrong. And so that's kind of like the energy of what I be carrying. But like I'm very genuine with the people that I meet and I encounter. With a Virgo, and he was like a robot. Yeah, man. Thank you. Hey, I should be getting what you call it. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Shivani. So, what I was saying. So, I forgot. I got lost. Sag moon, fire sign moon. I got a Libra moon. Hey Jess, you got co-star or pattern? You guys make sure y'all add me on there. Yeah, that's probably why you're all into it. They open you up. That fire placement is what opens you up. Who the best? My boy, he's got a Sagittarius moon too. He's dope, man. That's my homie. You know what I mean? I only got like 4 friends. Like 4 solid friends. Okay. Oh, maybe you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I'm tripping. You did. Yeah. But yeah, I only got like four like solid friends that I keep around. And then the rest of them is family. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm definitely just, doing my own thing, just being how I want. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. What else? What other questions y'all got? Oh yeah, boom. So yeah, third house. So boom. I see myself right count as a Leo. So my grandmother. All right. So this is the story. Now you guys tell me. I know there's no such thing as coincidences, but check the story. So when I was first born, my grandmom was the one that raised me. I had a Gemini mom. She was a little younger. She was like 22. So Geminis, young, 22. So my grandmom. How do I feel about YouTube? I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Just ask me again after I tell the story because I'll get lost. So my grandma was the one that raised me. She raised me for like from like newborn to like 7. Now my mom was there, she was there, but she mostly did a lot of working, so I couldn't really keep up with like my mom in a sense. She's a Gemini. She's moving. She's always on the go. But my grandmom, she was reliable, steady, committed. So I lived with her from like 1 to 7. She's a Leo. Her birthday, August 20th, right? I don't remember the exact year, but August 20th, right? So my daughter, she's a Leo. Her birthday, August 20th. Now my grandma, she passed away in like 92, right? Like when I was like 6ish, 7ish, she passed away. But in between that time, she taught me how to how to see myself. And so I was always the kid that everybody would like bring the camera out and they'd be like, Nardi, come out here and dance, So I'd be out here shucking and jiving, doing the thing, and they give me those little peppermint candies or the little strawberry candies. You know what I mean? Here, now go and get. You know what I mean? They would do that type of stuff. So anyway, so like being in front of cameras, being in like getting attention, that was always like my thing. Like I'd be more surprised if I go somewhere and don't get attention. That's when I'd be feeling kind of slighted. It's like, how did I not get no attention? See, my dad, he's an Aries. I mean, not an Aries, an Aquarius. My mom's a Gemini, and my dad's an Aquarius. So me being an earth sign, you already knew that my needs, emotional needs, were not met. But that's okay. They were doing the best that they could. And so I've already forgiven my parents and gotten over that stuff. But I noticed that a lot of times we're like, it's like this life is like a game. You know what I mean? It's like you come in at like hard levels, just to see what you can get through or what you could get past. And it's like never take things too seriously or take yourself too seriously. It's something I'm learning here. It's like life is really just a game. And when you're being too serious, you're missing the best parts of it. And so I really try to like stay present, which is a struggle because I'm always thinking of like making things better or building on something, or I feel like I need to be doing something. Like it's my birthday and I'm thinking about what I need to do to like clean or cook or do something responsible, because I always feel like I need to be responsible or doing the right thing, And so someone came along and told me that I don't need to always be the responsible one. Sometimes I can just, lay back and just chill. Yep, center attention, getting my chance. It's my time. So yeah, I'm learning to like just chill now and not always feel like I need to be on the move or feel like I need to be getting things done and not guilting or shaming myself for doing it. I know, right? But who else will be responsible? Nobody. You know what I mean? It'll just be me. I guess I'll just leave it till I feel like coming to get it, because people aren't the most reliable. Even me, I'm not always reliable either. Not when people need me to be. I can be honest about that. So yeah, I know. I'm learning how to connect with my Leo. Look, so it's in my third house. So this is normally around close friends and family, because the third house is what we consider the neighborhood. So it's like closer friends, family, intimate partners, like people I know on a closer basis. So like with y'all, I know y'all on a closer basis. Like I'm exposing myself to you. So it's easy to be in my Leo energy here in front of y'all. Yeah, definitely. You're missing the best part if you take it too seriously. That's something I learned, like, not being lighthearted enough, which gets into like this thing where I've been studying about the 8 types of love and how, we think of love as just being one way, which is the pragma, which is like a long-term relationship, which comes into like 2 people equally coming together to build trust and security. That's really all they're looking for, trust and security, and then there's like ludus and eros is more like sexual and lust driven. That's still a form of love, and a lot of us, we don't look at it as love. So like when I be seeing other readers like, yeah, they're a Knight of Wands and you can't really trust them. And the Knight of Wands, something I really learned about them, the Knight of Wands is really the person who wants to be loved the most, even more than the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Wands is on a journey to like find passion, and they're hoping that, like if they feel like their passion isn't returned, they're out. They're like, oh, I'm out. I got to go find where there's passion, because here I'm not being celebrated, I'm not being noticed, I don't feel that intensity, and because what they're looking for is that feeling of being fulfilled, so that's really where it's at. It's like, and they're having like the issues of fulfilling themselves, and so they're in and out, they're over here, they're over there, because they're looking for an intensity. Yeah, Leos are great, I mean, I don't really get along with the Leo men for some reason. We don't get along like that. I mean, they be cool. They be seeing me from a distance. Here, you know what I mean? It's one of those. Yo, you know what I mean? And not be that. But we don't like kick it and go nowhere. We don't ever like. Mostly it be me, Saggies, Capricorns, and Libras. Like I could be cool with those people. Sometimes Geminis. But the only issue I be having with Gemini people is that they be thinking that they're smarter than me. And while they are geniuses, so am I. So let's just play fair. But whatever, yeah, but you're tuning your Leo energy. People will attack your fun. Yeah, I know. It's a fact. Yeah, people will attack your fun for real when you're definitely like enjoying yourself. But you still just keep it lighthearted. Just understand that those people are upset because they're not able to let loose. The Game of Life and How to Play It. If not, you have to read it. No, I haven't read that. The Game of Life and How. Who's it by? Yeah, Leo. Yeah, they are. They're difficult. Most. Yep. They definitely are. They really don't. Leo men do not like other men, and that's cool because I don't like men either. So it is what it is. Who's the Pisces Aries cusp? Look, yup, Peachy. Leo men. Yes, they are. They're a handful. They are though. They're really sweet. Well, see, listen, Jess, you on the other side of a Leo. You know what I'm saying? You a Taurus, so you're like one of those four axes. You know, you represent the four axes pretty much. So Leo and Taurus, y'all get along. Y'all just both stubborn. You're fixed signs. So you guys get along, same modality in a sense, but you guys are just you guys have like similar beliefs almost, similar ideologies or similar ways of seeing yourselves. Both slightly narcissistic. Aries stellium. Good grief. That's a lot of firepower. Okay, Joel Fontanos. Tinos. Okay, I'll check that out. The Game of Life and How to Play It. I'm gonna check that out. I'm not a custom place. Oh, second deacon. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tauruses could drink like a fish. Yeah, boy. Pisces too, though. I'm gonna check into it. Yup. I'm gonna look into that today and see what's going on. Gemini, yeah, they do have great minds. They have great minds. And I like that. That's very attractive to me, to be a great thinker, because I have a Libra moon. So it's really important to be able to connect and conversate and talk, you know, but it doesn't need to be like a everyday thing or all day thing, because it's air sign. So, you know, while it's like it's idolized of what I think it should be, and if it don't play out with the fantasy I have in my mind, then it's just not it, you know. And so Mars dominant. God dang. Yeah, you hard body. Okay, Claudia. Probably a bully out there. Bull gang, yeah, bull gang. Yeah. Taurus and Leos, y'all just be loving each other for some reason. Y'all just get along so well. Definitely. Yep. Taurus and Pisces, I knew y'all could drink. Yep. See, I knew it. Pisces will get you drunk. Like I had a friend I used to hang out with. He was a Pisces. And man, we would drink like every day. And I started thinking like, I am not this hurt. I'm not this depressed. We can't drink today, you know? Yeah, Kanye West, that's my idol. You know what I mean? If there's anybody I'd like to work with for sure, Kanye. Yeezy. Like I always been dealing with Kanye. Like I always fooled with Kanye since like when he first came out, because I already knew like he was ahead. He has that visionary attribute as well. And so that's where I'll be at, like, you know, in the future. You know what I mean? Mental connection. Yep, same for me. Mental connection. If we could talk, and like I like the bickering where we're like really, really like snarky or really sharp and like quick-witted. I like that. Like even if we're just having like a silent war and we're just like being really sarcastic, you know, or like very blunt and, you know, sharp-witted, I like that. Like that's like a turn on, because people can't really use their words that well. You know, they're not really well versed in communication. So to find people who know how to communicate their thoughts and their feelings is like a treat to me. Yeah, Kanye, that dude. Yeezy. Pisces are alcoholics. I mean, some are. I ain't gonna say all of them, but they definitely could drink. And like I said, that dude had me drinking all the time. I started wondering, what is my life? Where is my life going? You know? I know you will, E. As long as you put it out there in the ethers, you can work with them. You can work with anybody. Yeah. Yeah, Tauruses are deep. They are deep and blunt. They definitely are. Yup, they definitely are. It's like almost like a no nonsense type of thing, like straight to the point. And I like that. I like that. It's genuineness, you know. And that's important. Did I finish my story about how I got into this? I think I did. I think now we're just asking a bunch of questions, which is cool. And way too serious, Tiff. Yeah, they are. They are very serious. But they're good with money. And, you know, they have a lot of money, usually. That's usually what I notice about Tauruses. They be having money. You know, they base their life around material wealth, which is, you know, what they rule, the second house. So that would make sense. What do I like about YouTube? I like being able to connect with people for real. Like I like being on like to me it's like a bigger platform, and I like, you know, I like for one, the reason I got into like watching YouTube in general was because this is how I learn faster. I learn by watching things get done, and then I go do them. You know what I mean? So like I learn like why things are important and how they work and what makes things the most important, or like what makes things like what important things make it work the way that it works, and then I use those things to pretty much elevate me or move forward with whatever it is I want to do. So YouTube, I liked it because you can visually see and you can learn anything on YouTube, anything. you want to be somebody, you want to see something, you want to learn something, you want to, anything, you can learn it on YouTube. So I really love YouTube because of that, because of like, the variety and that, like the expansiveness of it. Like it just goes into like you can really go down a rabbit hole on YouTube. You can look into one thing and then next thing you know, they're showing you a whole bunch of other things, and now you're in left field. And you had no intention to be looking up cake batter. Like how'd you get there? And you were first looking up astrology, but they somehow divert you around, around this network, and you'll see a bunch of stuff. And so I just like YouTube in general because the community, I like the way the community is. It feels like the community is more interactive. Like I've seen TikTok communities. It's okay. Not really for me. I might put a little bit of content on there, but I don't know about that. I like YouTube better because it just seems more consistent. It seems more thought out. You know what I mean? Like they're more to the point. And that's me. I like to be like straight to the point. Like don't bullshit me. Bullshit them. Get me straight to where we need to be. Like rush me to the top. You feel me? The stellium. Oh yeah, I got the Capricorn stellium. Or are you talking about your stellium? I got Capricorn stellium. And I got Sagittarius stellium. So what you were saying? Oh, yours? What's yours in? Thank you, Christina. Yeah, TikTok is really, like TikTok is like the king of misinformation as well. Like they'll let anybody who's somebody who look halfway decent or got a little bit of clout make a TikTok. And then they'll be on there telling you about stuff that ain't true. Because I've seen a lot of people be pushing stuff out there that don't be true. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't want to be part of that mix. I mean, everywhere you go, there's going to be people who aren't keeping it real. But that's just, you know what I mean? But it just seems so rampant. Like so many fraudulent people rampantly running through TikTok, and they just like push it to you like effortlessly. Like here's some more of it. Eat some more of that. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, let me not get in there and mess up anybody. Yeah, anywhere you have 3+ planets in, yep, there's a stellium. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's how you'll know. So yeah, we probably should do some astrology joints then. I'm gonna start doing some astrology readings. What I was thinking about doing, right, was doing like what's called like perfection readings. You know what I mean? So like each year represents like a theme that you'll be experiencing, and then like sort of like when I do a reading. So for instance, say I use the oracles. The oracle would be like your overall energy, the theme of the reading, and then the tarot itself will be describing the details that are more intricate within the reading, and so that's how it kind of works. It's like it's the perfection year itself is more about and they're teaching these kids basketball. Yeah, facts. Yeah, they do. But the perfection year is more like the theme of what you'll be experiencing, and then the minor details will be like each month of what you're going through, like the little transits that are happening in between that time, or like the minor details that are explaining what's happening. And so I thought to do pick a cards on perfection years. So like you can have like we'll do like 4 different piles, and maybe your perfection year being let's say Taurus, or being Pisces, and then we'll put it in there. I'll put it up there. Okay, your perfection year in this year. Let's do a pick a card and see how we run that. That's something I just want to try and just see how it all plays out. You know what I mean? It's just something, it's something different. Like, because I kind of get tired of the same topics. We ask the same questions. And while they do be exciting, it's cool because some stuff does change over time. I really want to get more in depth. Like that Scorpio placement be calling me to go way deeper than how we've already been going into it. You know what I mean? And it's cool to do the superficial reading sometimes because it's enjoyable. I like doing them. I like watching them too. But at times I'll be wanting to go more in depth into like things that really matter, that make a difference for us down the road, as opposed to like today or just for tomorrow. I'm an earth sign. Thank you, Lotus. I'm always thinking about, down the road, like what's going to happen down the line, as opposed to what's just happening today or tomorrow. That's cool, So that's something I've just really been racking my brain. And that's what's been taking me a little while to put out content, because I've been racking my brain on what can we really ask that will make a difference in people's lives? Because that's really important. Otherwise I'm just playing. I'm just here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go deep. You hear me? That's for sure. That's my goal. That's what I came here for. So I'm just trying to open this up and just take this to a different level for us, where it doesn't always seem all spooky and, you know, mystical. You know, it kind of reminds me of like I go in and kind of like check stuff out that I'd be confused about. So like when I used to live out in Colorado, before I moved to Colorado, I had experimented around Delaware and tried my own little hand doing what I do, right? So when I go over there, I already understand what I'm dealing with. When I get there, they try to school me like I don't know what I'm doing or what is going on. You know, they were trying to give you that Wizard in the Oz. I mean, that Wizard of Oz, where there's the guy behind the curtain and he's doing all this little stuff. You know what I mean? And he seems a lot bigger than what he is, and it's a lot more mystical than what it is. I pretty much want to pull the curtain back so everybody can see what we're looking at, because it's not what they made it seem. Okay, yeah, what would make a difference for the highest good? You facts. That's a good question. Yeah, that's a great question. Yup, you is right. Oh, yo, Nick is nice. Nick is nice. Yup, Nick Ashball, he is nice. Yup. Yeah, he was snapping. People always front. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. Listen, I call him on it every chance I get. Yo, stop playing. You know you're a fraud. You know, I call him. You know, boy, don't get me started on that. Fraudulent people. I've been phony myself, though. You know, so I try not to be judgy about it. Oh, Colorado? What is there not to do? It's so much to do. What does it mean when you don't have a stellium? Nothing. I haven't learned about it being anything like specific if you don't have it. Okay, see, me too. I like those readings based on like self-improvement, self-growth. And then every once in a while to break the monotony, I want to know, well, what's the gossip? Who's crushing? You know, who's coming next? What's blessings? You know what I mean? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it really doesn't. It really doesn't make people that popular. We like, yeah, Joey, yeah, that's my man, Joey. I still like, you know, I'll be wanting to thank him again for definitely helping me and putting me out here and assisting me. Yeah, man, Joey's a good guy. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, the gossip ones they be fire. You know what I mean? But I can't keep doing it. I mean, I could do it every week, you know what I mean? But that, you know what I mean? We can't keep just asking that. Oh yeah, let me get back to Colorado. Colorado was fire. Like I lived there for like 5 years. It was fire. I lived in Denver, downtown on South Broadway and West Bay. It was lit, right? Because where I stayed out in South Broadway, it's like a major street. Yeah, it's cool. It can show my location. I ain't scared of nobody hurting me. You know what I mean? I'm in Delaware, so it is what it is. I guess men don't feel the same way about like our security as women do, because y'all gotta be careful, because you know them heebie-jeebies that try to break your door in. If y'all try to break my door in, I'm just gonna push you out politely, move. I don't see it the same way. But anyway, Colorado was beautiful. Like it's lovely. The food was fire. Like I'm really big into like Spanish food, Mexicana food. I guess I don't know if Puerto Rican has like its own food, but I like Cuban food and all that. You just parked on Bayard or Bernard? Colorado's fire. What part of Colorado? Yeah, I'm in Delaware. What part of Colorado? See, in Denver, it was lit. I loved it. Like everybody was young. Like the average age is like 30-something years old. So everybody was there kicking it. And it was just an easy place to get into. Plus, like everybody was into what I was into. And then Colorado was like really weird. Like people were like really weird. You know what I mean? Yeah, brothers definitely stuck together in there. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? You rarely seen any black folk out there. It was like 8% black in the whole state. So every time I seen a black person, I was like, oh snap, hey, what are you doing? You know, see, I didn't even know that Puerto Ricans had their own type of food. Yeah, I'd never been to the mountains. I didn't play that. I didn't play that. I didn't want to go to the mountains. Like you seen the picture I had on one of my readings? That was like the closest I've been to the mountains. The foothills. That's it. Don't try to take me out there. There'd be wild bears, and wolves, you know what I mean? Coyotes and stuff. And I don't know my way around here, and I don't even know all these people I'm with. Like, I got trust issues. That'd be what keep me from like healthy relationships. I don't be trusting people, you know, because people weren't always reliable. And, you know, I'm learning to like open up. So like, this is a big stage for me right here. Yeah, Delaware got some snow yesterday. It was packed. It's a lot of snow. I live in Delaware right now. See, I didn't know Puerto Ricans had their own food. I mean, I knew they had their own island, but I didn't know that they had like different food from like how. Oh, yeah, I guess they would. It would make sense. You should. Yeah, Colorado's that joint. Yeah, okay. Yeah, please do. Yup, I definitely cook them up. That's what I be doing now. I be trying not to eat. I know, right? Dating is hard when you can read people's energy. It's definitely hard. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I thought like Puerto Ricans eat American food. You know what I mean? I didn't know. Okay, yeah, okay. What about, well, so Haitian is different though than the Dominican food? You know, because I know they're like on the same island, but like separated by like a fence or something like that. Or separated by like a waterway or something. So like the food is similar though, right? Because y'all got like the same ingredients, or they had the same ingredients in the same area, right? Oh, okay. What islands you from? Oracle or Delphi? Facts. That's exactly what it was, Becca. I don't trust people because I was the person not to trust. Facts. That's what it was. That's what it was. So like when people do stuff that be like similar to how I used to do things, I'm like, oh no, that's triggering. What are you doing? What are you doing, baby? Oh no. Don't trust you. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna look at that behavior. Thank you. That's valid. I'm gonna look at that. Okay. I'm Puerto Rican. Okay. I'm about to check your page out too, Oracle. Yeah. So that was something I thought about too. But yeah, that's what I be doing. Look, so I be doing like a lot of cooking and stuff now. Haitian is different than Dominican, even though they're very close. That's why, yeah, that kind of throws me for a loop. How they're so close, but their food is so different. You know. But yeah, that's what I be doing now. I be cooking at home now. I don't be wanting to. I try not to eat all this processed food as much. You know, I'm drinking soda though. That's my weakness. Bread and sugar. I'm be trying to get rid of them joints. You know what I mean? Facts. That's how I be feeling too. If you moving the same as shady people, there's a reason for it, and I'm gonna treat you as such. And that's how I felt. Like if it's me, then you should treat me as such. You know what I mean? But what I'm learning now, and what I didn't do before, is like when there's an issue, instead of just like ghosting you, I should tell you, hey, you bother me or you get on my nerves. And I do now. I do let it be known now. But in the initial stages, nope. I just ghost you. I'm gone. I ain't gotta tell you nothing. Why you can't do the cooking? It's the joint. Energy drinks is my weakness. Okay, see that sugar in them energy drinks. Yeah, I'll be trying to do bread in moderation, but I don't be knowing what type of bread I should. My body would be so good if it's not. Yup, that bread and sugar. That's what get everybody. Bread and sugar. So that's what I'm trying to get out of that. So you stop drinking soda after that? Yeah, not pasta. Good grief. Yeah, I eat a lot of pasta too. Bread, sugar, and pasta. See, I never left out the country yet. I'm gonna eventually go out there. I was supposed to, a friend of mine was gonna go to Puerto Rico, but she ended up taking somebody else, or she's gonna take somebody else. I don't know. It don't really matter. Probably her baby dad. Yeah, you're right. And I feel like that too. Sometimes people don't deserve anything. That's me, I'll ghost you, but people be knowing for real. They do be knowing. I know they do. And that's why I don't feel bad when I do it, but I just be feeling like maybe sometimes I should tell you, like, hey. Because there are times when they're like boundaries. Like right now I'm learning to redefine boundaries. So at one time it's like I don't trust at all. Now it's like I'm trusting and let's just slowly do it. Like, you know, let me get to know you. Let me figure it out. You know what I mean? But sometimes, like if I really, really like something, I'll rush into it. You know, and that's not always the best thing. Yeah, people always, yeah, they definitely make me a villain for telling them the truth. Every time. You know, you're too blunt, you're too straightforward. You could have said it nicer. You know, I'm learning that I need tact. And, you know, like there's a perfect timing to when you give people real information. You know, sometimes it's not the right time. Like, for instance, say you get into a car accident because you were speeding and you kill someone. And I say, damn, you know, you got a heavy ass foot. Why don't you slow the fuck down? You know what I mean? That all of a sudden becomes an issue because that was like, you know, it's the truth. But, you know, I could have waited because it's not a good time to say it, you know, and that's kind of like what I'm learning now, my timing. Because I can say the truth all the time. It's my timing. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Exactly. But it really just be my timing. I just be really rough. I'm like a bull in a china shop when it comes to telling people the truth. It's like, I didn't even think about your feelings. My bad. But I don't even say my bad. I just be like, what are you mad about? What are you mad about? I just told you the truth. Yeah, so that's a little harsh. So that is like my negative trait there. You know what I mean? I'll be working on that. Yup, too blunt. Yup, too blunt. That's Capricorn energy. That's a fact. Too blunt. Just got to let you know. Assertive versus aggressively assertive. I'm learning the difference, Jazz. I'm going to work my way on that. Yeah, you know, the truth only hurts for a little bit, you know, as long as it's the truth. I think the lie is worse because you're like, dang, I don't know who I'm dealing with. You know, that's the worst part, like lying, because people don't know who they're dealing with. Yep, that's it. As soon as you start being blunt, you the demon. Yep, that's it, man. I don't be putting up with that. Yeah, go for, yep, you feel me? Go from being quiet, yep. Yeah, I was just chilling. Now I got to tell y'all what's really up. And people never forget that. They never forget that about me, yo. So, yo, today I'm going to do a reading, too, for y'all. I'm going to post it tomorrow, like tomorrow morning or whatever. But, I'm blunt as fuck. Yes, that's going to have Gemini family. Yeah. Capricorn is blunt. They're not what we call blunt. They're more frank. You know what I mean? As like they speak as a matter of fact. I like being called Nard, Mac. You know, you can call me Noonie. I don't mind. People call me Noonie, but those are usually people that are a little bit closer to me. But I don't mind. Like, you know, I don't mind people calling me Noonie. You know what I mean? It's really no thing. Is it? People know, but they always try somebody. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So it's a delicate balance between being nice and being aggressive. What I learned is that nice is terrible, right? Because it's not that you can't be nice, it's that you have to be genuine. There's a difference. Like I always heard that saying, the nice guy finishes last, but it's really never that. It's the genuine guy. The genuine guy is always the guy that finishes first. You know what I mean? He's the guy that wins, you know, wins all the way around. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's more our face, yeah. The genuine guy wins all the way around, because sometimes he's going to just be him naturally and you may like that. Or sometimes he's just going to be him naturally and you don't like it. But either which way, you know who you're dealing with. You know, the nice guy, he's only being nice to make you, you know, agree with him and make you come closer. Whereas, you know, the genuine guy, he doesn't care if you come closer. He's just being who he naturally be. Or the genuine woman, you know. What you say? Yeah, y'all harsh. Facts. Y'all harsh. Tell her again, because she ain't know. Yeah, yo. So, I feel like it too. I feel like earth signs are very direct, but I feel like we don't get direct. Like, all right, so it's like a beginning stage. Like in the beginning stages, they're like old people. Earth signs are like old people, old men and women. They're like pop-ups and mum-ums. And then as they get older, they become more lighthearted and more like you ever seen the movie Benjamin Button? I've been thinking about this movie for a long time, so I need to go watch it. But it's been on my mind for a very long time. Yep, heal people, speak facts. That's a factory. Yep, so yep, that's me. That's me. Way too upfront, Jazz. I know. I be when I watch your readings, I'm like, dang, she's just calling me straight out. I be wanting to throw my phone. Yeah. Facts. Ooh, Benjamin Buttons. I gotta watch that show. Okay, he was born on New Year's Eve. He's a real Capricorn. Oh, you're an Earth sign dominant person. Oh, okay, so that's why you come off like that. You don't come off all fiery like a Leo. Would you say, Greg? Damn, I missed that. What'd you say? You said, oh, wait, what it says? It says, do you have any tips for me? I'm a Libra. As you know, Libras are natural people pleasers. I noticed in the past when people treat me like badly, I always keep quiet because I don't. Yep. Okay, so check it. Greg, I got a Libra moon. So yeah, I definitely understand that. So check it out. This is what I learned in anything, right? If you're, say you're a Cancer, but let's say you're a Libra, right? Libra has the opposite end. The opposite energy is naturally with Libra, which would be Aries. So you have a natural ability to be aggressive and assertive, right? Just natural, because on the opposite end, like it's always a duality. It's always a duality. So if I'm a Capricorn, I'm also a Cancer just by, you know, nature, because it's my hidden aspect pretty much. Just think of your sun sign, or think of any sign that you have in your chart as the other sign that you don't see, the other half of it, like this opposite is your dark side pretty much. Consider it like a dark side, right? So if you are a Libra, then your other aspect of you, the darker side of the sun would be Aries. So you would have a natural, you have an ability to be aggressive, assertive, and straightforward, but you may not do that because of, worrying about how other people feel. Now, Libra is more so, thank you. You have a great day as well. Libra is more so like, they just don't want to rock the boat. They want to keep things balanced. So if everything's going kind of well right now, then I'm just going to kind of just rock with it. So what I learned, right, for me is make myself comfortable first. That's it. Let me be comfortable first. And then, because I already know naturally how to make other people feel comfortable. So a lot of people don't know how to make me feel comfortable. So it's essential that I make myself feel comfortable first. And then I naturally know how to make you comfortable, So that's it. So choose you first. That's always key. Choose you first. And then you go make other people comfortable if you decide to, But only do that if they're giving you that fair, equal balance, because you're a Libra. So you need equal reciprocity. It's important. If you don't get that, you're going to feel out of place, So make sure that you get that, because that's important. And choose you first. That's really it. People won't get as upset as you think they will. That's really a facade, And the people that really get upset is because they didn't care about you, or they were caring more about themselves than you. And so you just need to get away from them. What else we got? Yep, Tauruses are deep. Yeah, Jazz. Yeah, you definitely gotta subscribe to Jazz. Jazz be putting them tarot readings down, them astrology readings. Yep. Yeah, facts. Yeah, you don't mislead people either. I'd be so mad at Jazz. Like, yo, Jazz, get out of my business, dog. Dang. Yeah, she nice with it. Come on, man. You already know. For real, I'd be liking to see all y'all just get out here and get y'all name in lights. For real, I want everybody to win. I couldn't understand why, like I hear other people like the other tarot readers, they be like putting posts up or like down on other readers or like, just speaking on other people. And I'm like, why? Why are we wasting that? Why are we wasting our time to talk about that? You give, things grow when you give them your attention. So just don't pay attention to it. That's pretty much it. But, we're all learning at our own pace. So while I know something, other people may not know. And while they know something, I may not know. So I just be doing my best not to judge people and not to assume that other people need to be where I am. Yeah, you know what? Last year I was definitely tight with you. Yeah. We was going through a hard year last year, though. Capricorns was going through a hard year, yo. You know what I'm saying? And now we're coming up out of it. It's that time. It's that time. We love you, too. Yeah. Yeah, my sister is Scorpio. That's how she be, too. She called me up. Get out of my business. Yeah. For real, I didn't even have no plans to do nothing for my birthday. I'll probably just go check some family out, go see my friends, maybe go out to eat. My homeboy gonna take me out to eat or something. Something light, you know what I mean? Like, for real, I didn't want to do, Star's a good reader too. Star. So let me tell you the reasons I used to watch coming up. So look, my dude, last year I was watching, so I watched Star. I watched, Reading My Rights. All right, I'm gonna tell you a story about Reading My Rights too, because she did something for me that was pretty good before I even like met her in like the reading world. Yeah, if y'all don't get out, we're gonna have another rant. Look. So yeah, I'll be watching Star, Read My Rights, but I was just about to go somewhere. I'm sorry, I got lost again. Share Stars, but I don't know Star. I don't know her. I don't even know Reading My Rights either. But I used to watch him when I first came out. So Jeff the Wizard. Yeah, Jeff is really underrated. Jeff, he be doing these readings, man. They so fire, right? Jeff readings is like so unorthodox. Like you can't see how it would come about, but it be hitting so much because he really catch everything that be going on. Like, you have to be really aware of like, when you do your readings, anything that happens around here is like a confirmation. Everything that happens is also clarification, and it's also meant to be used. You know what I mean? So he be catching that shit, and I'm like, damn, this dude bad. You know what I mean? Like, they really don't be giving him all the what you call it he got, man. They don't be giving him all the clout that he need. And that's the story of a lot of readers. They don't get noticed like they should. So every chance I get, I'll be here. Check my man out. Check my homegirl out. They nice. Check them out. Give them. It's more than enough room for people to get seen. You know what I mean? But let me tell you a story about Reading My Rights. So I mean, I'm sure we probably all followed her for the same reason initially. You know what I mean? Because when I first was going through there, like I seen her on there. Who's Anna the Whisperer? I don't know Anna the Whisperer. Um, so when I seen her come down the timeline, I didn't see her face. You know what I mean? So you already know what that was about. So I'm a male, so I was like, hold up, what's going on here? So I go check. Boop. Let me go see what's going on. And her readings was fire. So I was like, dang. All right, well, I'm hanging out and I'm staying here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna stay here and see what's up. And then that's why I'm like, it's so funny because we kind of like bash people for doing it a certain way. Like, how some people be like some women, they had their makeup really fine. Some women are really pressed about their nails, and some guys are like really worried about being dressed, or like when they're on camera they're worried about how they look. And so it's like you're using what your talents and your natural gifts are to draw people in anyway. Yes, she is. She definitely is. Yep. So what I was saying, read this up and down. I will shortly. All right, so yeah, so spirit will bring you in like in weird ways. Like it'll get you to where you need to be, even if they got to take the back door to get you there. Normally they take the front door, but if they got to take the back door to get you there, or send you on what my mom used to say, send you up your knee to get to your elbow, one of those type of things. You know what I mean? So she's a Libra, so she on her goat-ish. Yep, she's a Libra. Yep. So what was I saying? Yeah, boom. So I got in there, I started watching her, and I was like, yo. Anyway, she was in one of her readings. We always predict like other people are going to become readers, and that'd be true. But it was like really that day she was like, yeah, you're going to do it. And so one day, right, not too long ago, this is after I started the channel and I started like moving up a little bit. One of her readings came down the timeline. It was like a year ago. Oh no, it was June. It was this year's June, and it was like, yeah, you're probably going to start a channel. And that's when I started, June 4th. And I was like, oh wow, she is super nice. Dang. You know what I mean? You know how things happen. You be like, dang, they nice. What the hell, bro? Better known as Anna Robertson, Angel's Whisperer. Okay, I'll check her out. I sure will. But yeah, she's in Spain. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check her out. And I'll be watching Emerald. I don't know if you know Emerald. Emerald and Ace of Divination. Yeah, I like them, man. I like them. Yo, listen, it's really all women. You know what I mean? I watch King of Aloha too. You know what I mean? I like Joey. I fool with Joey. Joey keeps it real. Sugar free. I like that when he be saying that. The other day he did a reading and he was singing. Hey, yo, I like Maj. Maj is fire too. I love her. She was one of the people that like commented back and was like, yo, put your art out there. I was like, all right, I'm going to. Thanks, Maj. And then that was it. And I did. You know what I mean? But it took me a lot longer after she told me. Like a bunch of people was like, yeah, you need to do it. You need to do it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I was just scared. Definitely. Yeah. Let's definitely collab, Jazz. I love the collab. I love collabs because it gives that extra spice. It's like, adding two of your favorite foods together. Like pizza and spaghetti or pizza and pasta. Like adding those things together. Mac and cheese and yams. Collabs are the best. So but where was I going? Where was I going with that? So I already spoke on the people I be reading and I watch. I think that was it. Yeah, Maj had that New York style. Yup. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Melissa. Yup. I do my best. Definitely do my best. It took a long time to just put myself out there and be bold enough to get there. You feel me? But here I am. So. Oh, wait. All right, there you go. That. What? All right. Is it working? Okay. All right, so yeah, what we seeing? What? Yeah, I'm glad I did it too, though. That was like the best thing I ever did. To actually try my hand at it. So here I am. Yeah, I do need an extra push. I don't be knowing what else I want to do, because really, I'm good at tarot, but I can do a bunch of other things as well too. So I'll be wanting to do a bunch of stuff. Like I'll be wanting to do astrology. I'll be wanting to go live. You know, and I was like, dang, I gotta organize it. So I got so much Sagittarius in my chart that like, it's so difficult to like stay focused on one thing. Instead, what I do is I work on one thing over here, and then I come back and I'll be over here on this, and then I come over here and I'm over here on this, and then I come back to this again and work on it some more, and then, you know, it slows me down, slows the progress of stuff. So I'm learning to be like consistent with one thing, and then, you know, master that, get that down, and, you know, go from there. I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer with y'all, then I'm gonna get gone. How did I know I had spiritual gifts? Well, I knew that years ago, but I didn't know that. I didn't really understand what was going on, you know, because I grew up in a place where I grew up in like a family where we had traditional religious beliefs. So like everything was Bible, Christ, Jesus, and you better not be thinking about anything else. If you thought you could predict stuff, that's Satanism, or that was part of like, you know, you weren't a prophet. Like I heard a whole bunch of different weird ways coming up, or different I'm not going to say weird, but just a lot of ways that I just didn't understand coming up that left me a lot of like very confused. So I learned when I was about 9, maybe 10, I had a dream about this guy who like in a dream he got killed, and then like a day or two later he got killed, you know? And in the dream I was experiencing it like him, like I was him, you know, and that's what was so weird about it. And I was only 10 years old, so to tell people that, I couldn't really tell. I told my mom about it, you know, and she just like, oh, okay, you know, because it sounds crazy when your kids come to you and tell you some weird stuff like that at 10 years old. You're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? You think you know things, or you think you that. But the last time I went to jail like 3 years ago. I think it was like 3 years ago, 2017, 4 years ago. So like 4 years ago, I went to jail, whatever, right? And while I was in jail, I had a dream that my daughter's aunt was pregnant. Like I could see her. Like we were visually talking on the phone, and she showed herself, and she was like fat. And I was like, whoa, damn, you round in the front. What happened? That was in my dream. You know what I mean? That was kind of rude to say. Like, why would you tell somebody that they're rude in the front? But I mean, that you're round in the front. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. So when I wrote home and told them that, and they wrote back, was like, yo, how'd you know that? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I got my family support now. Yeah, they support me now. Yeah, they be with it. You know, some of them, some, you know, some don't, you know, and that's cool. It's like everybody. Some do, some don't. You know, I don't really care too much. You know, I got me. I support me. That be that. Hey, Diamond. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? Your fake name is Diamond. What's your real name then? That's the name too. My name's Diamond. Girl, get. What's your real name then? Can we get that for a second? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the hive mind. Yeah, that's real, right? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. Try, yeah, Dianese. Oh, yeah, I'd definitely like, what? Yeah, just call her Di. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I just rely on myself. I be trying to let other people come in and show up for me, but like, if they take too long, I'm like, oh, no, get out the way. I got it. I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? And then I'd be mad that I had to do the work myself. Ain't that crazy? That's how it be. I did? Yeah, well, I'm nice with things. You know, of course I got it. That's what I do. Duh. I don't miss. I don't miss, man. Yeah. So, how many are any of y'all tarot readers? Y'all got channels on here? Yeah, you know it. Big Capricorn energy. Hey, you know, we'll start expecting the unexpected when I show up then. Diamond. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you. Okay, enjoy your day at work. Thanks again. See you, Tiff. Yeah, y'all. So I'll probably hang out for like another 5. You feel me? Yeah, put your channel out there then, Hive. Why ain't put your channel out then? Gotta get yourself out there. That's it. Okay, we'll make the channel do what it do. What's the channel name again? What was it? Channel Your Healing? It's Channel Your Healing, right? I ain't seen you come down the timeline in a minute. I know, Jazz. What you think I should do it on? I do it right now. What you think I should do it on? Because I've been thinking about it. I got some ideas, but I'm like, man, these seem so superficial. You know, but I don't mind. But I don't know, because it's like, because that's like the best. Those be the fun readings. You know what I mean? And they be good for views. But I'd be like, dang, is this something that I want to look back on later and like watch myself? Because is that something I would want to ask myself? You know what I mean? Like, would I come in and pay me money to ask me, or people gossiping about me? Like, would I pay myself for that? You know. So sometimes I'm like, dang, let me get something that might be like serious, or like, you know, maybe because I'm an earth sign, I always come off so serious. So I really just be like, you know what I mean? Everyone around me got like so heavy. Yep. Yo, listen, that's what they did to me too, book. Brooklyn, they did me the same way. You know what I mean? Same way. As soon as they found out I was doing it, so, well, you know what? It depends, because I'm a male, so I was going around women doing tarot. Now the guys, they be the ones that were like, yo, come on, bro. Like, yo, we want to read our cards? What you think, you know stuff? You know what I mean? Whereas the women were like, you read cards? Come over here. You know what I'm saying? Come read my cards. You know, and I'm practicing, so I go over there. All right, here I come. And I just do a bunch of readings all day long. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, what I learned is this. Whenever I'm trying to create something, I do not go around. When will you meet your soul tribe? That would be a good one. Or something like that. Maybe we could phrase it a little bit more broad, so that way it can give us like a lot more detail to it. Yeah, men love it. Listen. Men love tarot. They be faking. I looked at my views, like, so before I ever had the 3,000, I got like 17,000 regular viewers that come through regularly, right? That just, you know, glance or whatever. 17,000. So I know for sure. And when I go to the bars around here, like, I don't drink, but, you know, I go out sometimes. I go to the bar, kick it with my cousin or whatever. When I go to the bars and the guys see me, they always be like, yo, I heard you do tarot. And I'm like, oh, did you watch? Did you subscribe? I don't get into that. And I'm like, all right. Right, E, you a guy and you get it. You know what I mean? Men love it. You know what I'm saying? They don't gotta maintain no image. That's them thinking they gotta maintain an image. But you know what else? Women don't allow us to as well. Women don't let us be in our feminine energy as well. It's so feminine and masculine is just an energy. It's not a gender. You know, and so, you know, I can be a cook, which would be considered, you know, feminine energy. You know, I can take care of my nails, would be considered feminine energy. But that doesn't make me a female, you know. So, you know, so that's what I've been, yeah, feel me? 70%, yep, 70% of men watching yours. Exactly. I got 600 men watching mine. That's what I learned. 600 of my subs are men watching. So that's cool. I'm with that. Yup, me too. You heard me? I love the women and I like tarot. So I don't care. You know what I mean? I just didn't let people know that I liked it. You know, so, but now I be doing it so that other men who be liking it don't gotta hide. You don't gotta be like I was. You can be bold now because I'm out here. I'm with you. You know what I mean? Men do love it. Yup. Every time I call, yup. That's a fact. Yup. Listen, they obsessed because everybody wants to know. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to know. Like, we really want to know. Like, how do you know? Like, now my boys, my homeboys, they call me up. Yo, I need a reading, bro. Like, I got you all day long. Yup. Yeah, I know. A lot of men do use it. They use it in, you know, the real and vulnerable women as well. That was what I was saying. That was the story I was saying. So that's what he was saying. He was like, yeah, you know, he's like, dang, you just did it just to get the girls or whatever. And I was thinking, dang, that's what you would have did. You wouldn't have been adding no value to the game. That's why you're not here. You wouldn't have added value. So you were just here to get what you could get. And that's why you don't get much. You know, so it's like you got to come with it with the intent of giving. We're in a humanitarian era right about now. So the intention is to give to others so that they can grow as well. You know, the age of information. So it's readily available for everyone. So to be trying to use information. I do personal readings. Yup. I don't know if you got IG or an email, but my email is in my description box on one of my readings. It's going to be, yeah, exactly. We're in the year of Aquarius. Yup. It's going to be, yeah, I know. More men are loving it now. And that's why I got here right now. I got here before them. So that way they can come in here and jump in and I got y'all back. You know what I mean? I got they back. Like, yo, bro, I got you. We on the same type time. I know what we doing. You know what I mean? My IG is Leo in the third house. Yep. Just email me or the Leo in the third house at Gmail is my email, and Leo in the third house is my IG. You know, it's spelled the same way as you see it in my name. Same way. I'm like that on all my social medias except for like my Facebook. You know, my Facebook I come off like a preacher, a toxic preacher, because I be finding fun. Like I find humor in the toxicity. Right? It's funny because I understand why we're doing it now. So it's even funnier to see people that like live by it, you know, and that's what's so funny about it. It's like, oh wow, you really live by that. This is amazing. This is like candid camera. Like how I can't believe that you really think that this is how it goes, you know? And it is a form of like how life goes because it's duality. So it is a way of it going, but it's just so funny that people think that they'll get the traditional happiness from, you know, a non-traditional way of being. Like how does that work? How do you work that, you know? So, yeah, it is what it is. That's you? That's you? You? You want, what? Wait, which you, Jazz? Which you? I need to be clear here because I might got to throw this book at you. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Hit me. I got you with the personal readings for sure. Yep. Using it for money. Yep. At bars and shit. That's it. That's what they be doing. That's exactly what they do. They're just trying to get noticed. What's my favorite dish to cook? So for real, I make this, it's a pasta deal. It's a Tuscan chicken or Tuscan fish or Tuscan shrimp, right? So the first time I made it was with chicken, right? I make like a lot of Italian dishes for some reason. That's what I like. Like when it's time to cook, I like doing the Italian dishes. I don't know why. Maybe because they be mixing wine and garlic and shallots and stuff. And then you got to make your own cream and sauces and all that. So I really like that. And that's probably why I do it. Like it's intricacies. I like things that you have to like really get in and like get involved and have step by step, piece by piece. I like those things, you know what I mean? Because it gives me something to like, I don't know. I just like my brain to be like working, you know? So it's like, it'd be hard to go to sleep at night because I've like engaged my mind so much that it's just on and running, you know? So that'd be my thing. I'm learning how to like just relax. Dark humor is a high sense of, intelligence, psychology. Oh yeah. Well, I have a lot of dark humor. And that's probably why Virgos be having a lot of dark humor too. You know, Virgo and Capricorn, they must be really smart people then. Geminis be like that? Sometimes. I don't think they express it like that though. But yeah, so, you know, that is, let me see what else we got. Unknown, pick a card. Regarding intuition, what are you suppressing in your subconscious? Not listening. Okay. I think, yeah. Let me see. What are you suppressing in your subconscious? Okay. Or would that, so the unknown, would that still be similar to asking like what's hidden from you? Because that would technically be in your subconscious. Like if I ask what's hidden from you, that would more so be like your subconscious. Or should I specify in my subconscious? Because you know, the more detail you get, also the more detailed you get in the reading. Virgos are just cynical. Oh no, don't bash the Virgos. They are cousins. For real, I bash them Taurus men. I'll never get along with them for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, Taurus men, Leo men. We just bump heads a lot. I don't get it. No. Virgos. Yeah. Dark humor. Lots of Virgos here. Facts. Hey, yo, listen. Them Virgos. Hey, so I was talking to a friend of mine who's a Virgo, and she was saying, like, she's like, even if your readings be hidden, you're not going to see a Virgo comment too much because we don't want you to be in our business. We don't want you to know. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. Is that true? Is that true that y'all don't want people to really be in your business? Is it because you guys don't like people judging you because you guys judge a lot of people? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. I knew I wasn't wrong. I was like, I know why. Yeah. The best role model. Yeah. Because your dad got things right as a Virgo. I know he did things right. And that's probably the thing, like a perfectionism. He wants to do things right. We're just, subconscious. Yep. You're just paranoid. Call them out. Yep. Yeah, Virgo likes to be in everybody's business but their own. And they know how to fix everybody's business but their own. They can fix everybody's life. You just paranoid. Okay, yeah, I asked that. What's in your subconscious? Yeah. Yeah, he's very secretive. So Jamaican hardworking guy. Oh yeah, detail oriented. Probably focused on his health. He always knew the right thing to do. He knows what Virgos have this thing that they call common sense. But to be all honest, it's not common sense because majority of us don't think like that. So it's not common sense. How do we know that this is how it's supposed to go? And they're like, well, if you just observe it, you would know. You know, I'm like, I don't know. I just missed it. I didn't see that. So yeah, I figured Pop sounded like he was on top of his. They can't, right? You feel me? They can't fix mine either, but they try. They do a great job of trying to fix everything. I give them that. Yep. Yo, listen, y'all sarcasm is the worst. I hate when y'all get sarcastic. Shitty ass Virgos. Good grief. Yeah, I know a bunch of paranoid Virgos too. And it's because they can see how things can transpire, but doesn't mean that things are always going to be there. They're like always like they would be perfect for a problem solver or for a troubleshooter because they can see where an issue might happen, but doesn't mean that it will happen. Like they're very good at being pessimistic, you know. That's it. So how do you guys open up? How do we get you Virgos to open up? That's a good question. Yeah, you definitely have a sense of knowing. That's how I feel about my daughter too, Jazz. I don't tell her too much because she already has a natural knowing of what to do. So I just let her rock most times, unless she's getting on my nerves. Yeah, they are stalkers. They are stalkers. Yo, listen, they be stalking. Yo, they be stalking. Becca, no lie. They do be stalking. I ain't ever met nobody like Listen, and any Virgo placement I've ever encountered be stalking hard as a mug. You know what I'm saying? They'll block you and stalk you. How do you block me and still be watching me? I guess that's just what they do. I never drunk with a Virgo. I don't have any. Yeah, they're watching. They're watching right now. They're probably steaming right now. Yeah, Virgos will cut you off really quick. Ask me how I know. Scorpio is the worst stalker. Is the ultimate best stalker of all. They probably like the lead detective on the force. The Scorpio. Silent stalkers. Yep. Lurkers. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They be yo. Virgo probably watch the most tarot and never tell nobody. Yep. Yep. That's you, Jazz. I know, Jazz. I knew this other Leo girl with the Venus and Virgo, and that's all she do is stalk. She might even be here right now. Who knows? That's what they do though. That Virgo energy just had you just wanting to know everything, all the details. Yeah, Scorpios are. They're stalkers. What was your first linking to your first inkling to my ability? The first inkling would have been. You know what I noticed? All right. So like I naturally know when to do things or how to do things. Like I just be knowing when to naturally get things doing. So that was like my first notice. Like I would say, hey, I want to go do this. And you know, like I would like start moving in a direction to like find my way. And I wouldn't even know what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You know, I would feel goofy for doing things and it would put me out there. Now, I told the story earlier about how like I had how like I had predicted like, you know, someone passing away and predicted a couple of pregnancies like in my dreams. Like in my dreams, that's when I get all the real information. You know, I pick it up sometimes like, you know, in waking life as well. You know, like it comes to me like a pull. What I noticed, what I started picking up was a pull. You know what I mean? It's like a pull. It's like a natural feeling. So what I do sometimes, like if you see me on camera, sometimes what I be doing is like, cause I got a Libra moon. So like while I know something, I'll feel like maybe I'm wrong or maybe I'm going to say something that's going to rock the boat. Let me not say it. You know what I mean? So sometimes I do that type of stuff. But it's like a pull. If I could explain it any better than that, it's like a pull. It's like a slight nudge that pulls you. Like you know what direction to go. And so that's why I be telling people, feeling your feelings, feeling your emotions is going to be the most important part in terms of like your intuition, because they're connected. All right. So your third eye chakra is connected. It's like your center point for your emotions. It's, you know, even though it's up here, it's still in your center point for your emotions. It's like, think of it like the toll booth before you get to your heart center. So it's like the toll booth that comes through, and it projects how you see yourself in the world and how you see the world at large. All right. So it starts with your feelings. You know what I mean? Your feelings are going to like show you, like you're going to feel the nudges. It's going to connect, right? So the feeling is of you trusting. If you don't trust or honor your own emotions, so like say you're mad at someone and you don't acknowledge that you're upset with them, you know, and you just kind of push it down like, I don't care, then you're blocking off your intuition, because this is a natural feeling and emotion that you're meant to like experience, and you're cutting yourself off from it and not acknowledging it. It's like telling your body that you don't trust it. So when you get that nudge and that pull, you don't even recognize it. It might feel like a belch now because you haven't been paying attention to it. You know, because you haven't been paying attention to it. Thank you, Chess. Thank you. You know, so I just learned to like process my feelings. Really be honest with your feelings. Be honest. If you're a male, especially, be honest. Yeah, I'm definitely into it because of that. You know what I mean? Naturally, because I'm a Capricorn, and it's the other side. It's the other side of Cancer. I'm a Cancer ascendant too, so there's that. I got a lot of water in my chart, a lot of earth, a lot of fire, and an equal amount of air. So I'm well balanced. I kind of think of myself as an avatar. Yeah, you condition yourself to ignore when you stop feeling your feelings. When you stop acknowledging how you truly feel or what your true feelings are, then you can't trust in your feelings. And your body recognizes that. Anytime you go against your own natural nature, your body picks that up. It recognizes that you're not doing what's in your best effort to protect you. And it keeps that in mind. And so it kind of like pushes you to situations where you kind of like stay out of that. And you start cutting yourself off from life. Yeah, your mom definitely. Yep. Hey, at least your mom's honest. You know, most Scorpios I know, they be like, man, I'm not watching that. I'm not checking them out. I don't care. And they be watching the whole time. Yeah, definitely practical. Very earthy. Thanks, Jess. I appreciate it. You said it's the abandonment? It is. It is. But the whole thing about like this abandonment thing is like we're not ever alone. We really think that we're alone. It's like a mental projection. You're never alone. You just isolate yourself off. You know, so that's something I really noticed as well. Like when I be telling y'all I be trying to be vulnerable with other people and let them in, it'd be difficult. You feel me? So yeah, man. Heart math has a video regarding this manifestation via the heart, very enlightening. Yeah, definitely. It's that heart. It's that heart chakra. That's the. So listen, I haven't even done any research really on that. Like, I just like that stuff naturally came to me. Like the astrology, like I understand astrology more because it just naturally like makes sense to me for some reason, you know. But it was in my birth chart that I would understand it naturally. But I like really understand it naturally how like each sign, like even if you're how do we explain it? Like, think of like, you ever been in a pool where one pool, yeah, exactly, gaslighting myself when I knew it to be true. But let's say that you're in a pool, right? And the 4-foot side of the pool is warm and the 3-foot side of the pool is cold, right? Like that in-between area, there's always like an in-between area. So like a timeline, there's always like a gray area where you're kind of like floating, where you could be in the past or in the front. Like you're always in an area of like rapid change and transformation. So there's always this in-between energy from when you go from like one sign to the next sign. Like we really negate this. We think of it as like separate. Like, you know, once you're a Virgo, you're just a Virgo. Or once you're a Leo, you're just a Leo. Like those signs are just isolated, even though they're right next to each other. That energy is like still sliding into each other. It's like part of the ocean can't be like, you know, one part of the ocean can be cold, but another part of the ocean is going to be warmer than that, though it's still the same ocean. You know what I mean? It's just that in that in-between area, it's going to be warm water as opposed to hot water or opposed to cold water. And that's kind of how these energies are like working. Like we're looking at energy as like being a one way or being consistent when really it's a flow, like water, like an ocean. It flows. Yeah. But I really be into this astrology thing. This is my twist. Sometimes we project. Yeah, sometimes, yep, that's a fact. Sometimes we project being rejected. Yep. Some people don't really reject us. You know what I mean? That just be us thinking that, you know, they don't feel us or they're not, you know, or we feel like maybe we're not good enough. Light language? No, what is that? Light language? I never heard of that, E. Where'd that come from? Light language. Like the light, like the sunlight, light, you know what I mean? Or like mental light. I gotta hear about that. I never heard about that. What time is it? All right, hold on. Oh, it's on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna check it out. And who? I'll just look it up. It'll show up. No, nope. I didn't make no plans. So listen, I didn't make any plans today because I really just was happy to be here. Like, you know what I mean? So I'll be trying to like build some stability up here, save my money. I was going through like a hard time last year. It was terrible. Like, cause you know, I was trying to figure out like what to do. It was terrible. You feel me? So like the whole year, I was going from like place to place to place, and then Corona was going on. Not last year, the year before, 2020 and 2021. 2020 to 2021, I was having like the most difficult time ever because I was changing like my lifestyle and the way that I see myself, and so like I had to give up like all the stuff I knew. So I was like losing stability, and then I didn't really have a plan. So I'm spending money over here, I'm spending money over there, and at that time I had a tendency of being a people pleaser. So I was giving out more than I was receiving, and you know how that goes. Eventually, you're depleted, and so that's what happened. Became depleted, and then I didn't have much resources. I was in that Five of Pentacles energy. I was left out, and I had to like be out there with whoever I could be. You know, so I stayed with my mom. I stayed with my uncle. I stayed in like places I was uncomfortable for a long time. I stayed with some roommates, like some friends. We was there together, and so this year, I have my own place. I'm fully furnished. You know what I mean? Clothes, shoes, all the things I didn't have before. You know what I mean? So now on my birthday, I don't care if I go nowhere. I don't care if nothing else happens. I'm cool. You know what I mean? I'm glad because I got my own now. I got like some level of stability, peace. You know what I mean? And I've been doing more than what I've ever done for myself before, and seeing myself in a way that I've never seen myself before. So this right here is a thrill for me. Just this right here, just being able to look at these four walls and say, this is mine. I pay rent here. I keep the lights on in this joint. You know what I mean? I was just laying on 2 twin-size mattresses, you know what I mean, a year ago today. I was sleeping on twin-size mattresses. So yeah, this is good enough for me today. And if anything else happens after that, then, you know, that'll be a blessing. But this is it. This is it. Yeah, there's a pizza spot right around my way. I'll just probably walk over there and check them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about downloads from the alien races to assist with with evolution. I heard about that. I was looking into that too. I got into that, like the Lemurians, the mermaids, I think it's like the Malachites or something. I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I looked into that too. Like I wanted to know all about that, Atlantis and all that. I was wondering, like, dang, did we really have this? Like, is this really? Because it's so much. Like tarot really opened me up to, and astrology opened me up to how many things we really can't see with our own eyes. Like so many things are happening right now, you know what I mean, that we just can't see. You know, so yeah. Hey man, I gotta get ready to go. Thank y'all for being here. Yo, you know what I do? Let's say like every Friday, let's do noon with Noonie. So like Fridays at 12, I just meet y'all here. You know what I mean? And we just kick it, and we do this maybe like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you know, we get going. You know, so I'll be trying to record a reading sometime tonight. Probably, hopefully I should post it tomorrow, sometime in that range. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for being here. I love y'all too. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes, for just showing up, asking those questions. Hopefully, I made you guys feel a lot more comfortable with me so that you understand who you're dealing with, who I am. You know, and hopefully we built a little bit more rapport because, you know, I definitely care about y'all, and I appreciate y'all for just stopping through and hanging out with me. You feel me? So time zone is going to be Eastern Standard Time. So it probably, if you're over in West Coast, it'd be like 9 o'clock. If you're in Mountain Time, it'd be like 10 o'clock. And if you're over in Detroit, Midwest, I think it's like an hour ahead, an hour behind. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be 12 p.m. Make it 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, Diamond. Delanice. So thank you. Thank y'all. All right. I'm out. Catch y'all next time.